What's up, YouTube? My name is Kiana P. I discuss unique military topics that might interest you, and I give advice and talk about things that will help you on your military journey. I know y'all probably feeling how I'm feeling right now, and that's exciting because your girl done finally uploaded a video. Who y'all? If you know me, then you know I've always said that if I am not uploading videos on YouTube, y'all, then it's more than likely because I am focusing on other things that had to be prioritized at the moment, y'all. So let me just say, y'all, I am never purposely neglecting YouTube. It's just at different points in my life. Y'all were like, girl, you done said that before. No, but for real, y'all. For real, like, when I take a break from YouTube, it's definitely for a reason. It's never to purposely neglect YouTube because YouTube is near and dear to my heart. So that brings me to the next thing. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? I know y'all probably like, what? Specialist Prelo? She a sergeant now. If you only follow me on YouTube, then you probably looking alarmed like, this girl is sergeant now. Yes, y'all, I am finally a non-commissioned officer. And y'all, I've been one for for 3 months now. So it's kind of been going by a little bit fast, y'all. So I will try to upload some of my ceremony content in the video so y'all can see that. But yes, y'all, your girl is a NCO now. It's been a long time coming. As you can see, this probably came with a lot, which it did, y'all. A lot of my mental energy and just my day-to-day routine at work has significantly changed. So when I say that I really can't do a YouTube video, it's not hard to do a YouTube video, y'all. It's the fact that I don't have enough mental power when I get off of work and after I do all the other things I have to take care of. But anyway, y'all, I don't want to ramble too much about me picking up as a sergeant because I feel like that deserves its own video. So if you want to know what my experience has been like getting picked up and finally making sergeant, especially when y'all just saw the come up because y'all just saw me as a specialist, and y'all might want to know how I view things now that I'm a sergeant and what has changed now that I'm a sergeant, I definitely can get that type of video to y'all. Leave that down in the comment box if you really want that video. I know y'all hear that I sound stuffy right now. Your girl done came down with another cold. I don't know what it is about North Carolina, and I cannot say it's COVID because it literally is just like a quick cold and then it leaves again and then another cold comes. But this one is pretty fresh, y'all. I just got it 2 days ago, so I'm really struggling right now. But I had already planned to record this video today, and I'm like, no, I'm recording this video. Ain't nothing about to stop this show today. So I'm like, look, I'm gonna have to push through. Hopefully y'all can, you know, get past the voice if you hear it at all and just listen to what this video is about today. Because in this video today, y'all, since I have pretty much, you know, went MIA yet again, I have not gotten a chance to respond to y'all how I want to. And I just want y'all to know that it's not because I think that I'm too good to respond or I'm just that busy where I just don't have a minute, because I do. But like I said, it's really just like I take a break from a lot of stuff right now, y'all, because I just don't have it in me to respond right now. But I did notice that a lot of y'all have been asking me questions in my comments, in my DMs, and you want updates regardless if I'm uploading or not. And you also want to know what's going on with me. So in this video today, I decided to go through and get all of the questions y'all have been asking me and finally answering them, y'all, because I definitely don't want y'all to feel like I've just been ignoring y'all, because I literally see the questions. I just needed time to get to them. So this is what this video is about today, y'all. So as far as an update on me, I think that all that stuff deserves its own video, y'all. So what's been going on in my personal life? I am in school now, so y'all might want to hear about that. Of course, I've been promoted, and also, y'all, I'm in a transition period because I only have a year left on this contract. So you might want to know what's next for me, what I plan on doing next. You might want to see that transition. So if you are interested in all of those other topics about where I've been and what's been going on, y'all, please let me know in the comment section, because that's how I know to get up off of my behind and get it on done regardless. Because if I see and I know like, hey, no, they really do want to hear from me, then that gives me the motivation to get it on done regardless of the other stuff I have going on, y'all. But yes, so in this video, y'all, I am going to try my best not to go on a tangent with the questions, because I really do want to get to all of the questions that y'all asked me. So pretty much I'm going to give like an overview. I'm going to try to get into as much detail as I can about the questions you've asked me, but I'm going to really try to, you know, be straightforward, like give you a straight up answer and move on to the next question. If you see me looking down at my phone, it's because I'm trying to go to the next question and I'm about to read it off. So y'all, without further ado, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you like the video, make sure you turn on your post notification bell so that way you can be notified every single time that I post. Follow me on my social media. On Instagram is KianaP_, and on Snapchat is also KianaP. No, I think it's just KianaP. Oh, I haven't said that in so long, y'all, but there you have it. Let's get into this video. So let's get into this first question. It's by someone named Soy Ingrid, and she asked me, why did you choose Army over Air Force? So if y'all know I have a video on that, Army over Air Force, but she commented that on my enlisted versus officer video. When it comes to the Air Force, y'all, versus the Army gonna get you in the door like quick. If you say you want to join, you want to be in the military by tomorrow, the Army gonna have you in by tomorrow. However, when it comes to the Air Force, they are a little bit more, they're just a little bit, the process is slower because I guess they are so, like, not glamorized, but a lot of people put them on a higher pedestal than the other branches, so a lot more people are interested in joining. So the Air Force has their picks with who they want to choose. So overall, the reason why I went with the Army over the Air Force is because the Army was way, oh, one more thing. In the Air Force, if you have a degree, you still have to come in as an E3, even with the bachelor's, whereas the Army, you come in as an E4. And I was like, well, I don't want to come in making less money. That's dumb. And I already decided to not go officer, so why would I knock my pay down even more? And so at the time, the Army just sounded more appealing. On top of that, y'all, I come from an Army background. All of my family was Army, so Army just felt more at home for me. And so it's hard for me to just put all my desires into the Air Force, because I really wasn't even that familiar with the Air Force and how they are. Next question. Somebody commented this on my Life as an Active Duty Single Soldier. Their name is Naya9948. She said, I'm excited about going to the military, but I think it would take a minute to get used to not having my own place, especially if I'm in boring barracks. LOL. I knew that people married random people and married quick for that reason. So yeah, girl. That was a good video too. My Life as an Active Duty Single Soldier. Y'all really liked that one. And I can say it is a bit of adjustment, because I mean, before I joined, I was in a college apartment, and it's very much autonomy in that, because you away at school, you know, you are nowhere near family. Like, my parents weren't with me, so I definitely had the same freedom as if I was in a regular apartment by myself. But you know, just in a college apartment, you pay based off room. So I had a roommate while I was in college, but you know, so it's still kind of a little bit of accountability there. Not really though, because it was my best friend at the time. So anyway, back to your question. It might not be that boring depending on the unit you're in and like how many soldiers are in the barracks. So you know, I think the barracks being boring is just going to depend on which barracks, which unit, and what that culture is like at that barracks. Next question by Sabrina Williams 1840. She said, hey, I have my MSW, but because I'm not licensed, I can't go in as an officer. Do you think this position is my next best option? Okay, so Sabrina girl, I don't know the truth in that, because I literally have a sergeant in my section right now that got his MSW using TA on his own time and was able to commission in because he's going to do the SWIP program. SWIP is what you get accepted to through AMED commission program, which is the medical program if you want to come in through, you know, a medical specialty. And pretty much if you already have your MSW, the hard part is done. All you need to do is ask Army, can you do your internship and your residency through them and get licensed through the Army. So if I were you, I would double check on your recruiter saying it. I hope it's not too late. Me answer your question. You asked it about a month ago, but no girl, that's definitely, if I could tell you just right off the bat, that's not true. You need to get in touch with the AMED recruiter, ask them about the SWIP internship program. Well, SWIP social work internship program. Oh, wait, let me go back. She asked me that. Sabrina asked me that on my 6-8 X-ray week in the life of a behavioral health specialist. And that video is especially old, y'all. Oh my God. My day-to-day is not nowhere near like that no more. So she said, is this the next best position? I'm I'm gonna tell you the next best position if it ain't social work is a clinical psychology program. And if it's not that, then it's gonna be behavioral health specialist. But that's if you've tried those options first. Okay, next question. Somebody commented this on my ASVAB study guide video. They said, I had no idea that the word knowledge was actually the real golden ticket for getting a GT score above 110. Yes, we didn't know either. I found out in BSEP. And apparently it holds the most weight. I can't tell. I actually got my notes. I could look it up if I wanted to. But yeah, apparently word knowledge is counted the most. Why? I can't remember why they said word knowledge counts the most. Maybe because they want you to be a little bit articulate. Because I mean, you are going to do a lot of like military writing. You know, they want to know that you'll be able to at least, I guess, talk articulately or know words outside of a high school vocabulary maybe. I don't know. I can't tell you the truth on why it's like that. Next question. On my college lifestyle versus military lifestyle video. Oh, I'm loving this throwback to the videos, y'all, because these videos are so old, so it's just interesting and just it's a like bubbly feeling I'm getting right now, because it's like, dang, time goes by so fast. So somebody said exactly what you said. I'm currently in college and I'm going into my junior year, and I'm so tired of being broke. But I love my school, but I can't finish with the thought of not being able to really have fun because of finances. And everybody doesn't necessarily have parents they can really rely on money wise. Yeah, girl, that was Kim Adams 1025. And I'm sorry if I forget to say the names and I'm sorry if I'm saying the names and y'all don't want y'all names called out. But I mean, I want you to know that I'm talking to you and your comment. That's why I'm saying the names. So she said exactly what I said. So in that video, y'all, I talked a lot about the reason why I still wanted to go to the military even after college, because I was like, I didn't really do college right because I had to work mostly. So I didn't really get a chance to kind of take advantage of what college is for, which is networking and social activity and things like that. So in my head, I didn't really feel ready to continue on that path at the time. So I just was like, look, my mom and them been talking to me into going to the army for a long time. It's starting to make sense now, and I'm like, okay, that's gonna be the next step for me. But I definitely say try to give college a little bit more of your time, because honestly, especially if you are under 21, the money will come, but those relationships that you build, that networking opportunity that you'll be able to build at that time, the letters of recommendations that you can take advantage of from the professors, or getting in and doing like research with them and all those type of things, I definitely look back and a year later I can say take advantage of that stuff, because if I can do that stuff all over again, I would, because I'm in school now and I definitely view those things differently. So I say don't overwork yourself while in college, because especially if you can plan on getting your master's and your doctorate, you're gonna be in school forever, and that's where it's gonna get even more serious, because you're gonna especially have to work, because you're gonna have a family and kids and everything else. So you especially will have to work then. But in undergrad, I mean, I get that you might not have the support, but just try to, you know, where you can cut out off some working hours to make time for college and the lifestyle, I say try it out. Okay, so in the 68 X-ray interviews of 68 Juliet, and y'all love that video too. I am so shocked that video got as much traction as it did and as much love as it did. Shout out to Evans. He's been out for like a while now, the one that I interviewed in that video, but shout out to him. I know he's doing the damn thing. He had got into real estate and everything else, so I know he's doing well for himself. But yeah, whoever Black Dragon 4159 is, you said thank you so much for this video. It was really helpful to me, because there isn't much about being 68 Juliet online, shipping out to basic in a month. This video cleared up my questions about this MOS. Yes, I'm happy it did. I mean, it just happened to work out that a person I got cool with, that just happens to be his MOS. So if it was somebody else I was cool with and they had a different MOS, it would have worked out for you too. It just worked out that y'all want that MOS, and I knew somebody that had that one, and we were cool enough for me to ask him about his job. And I got a lot of people now, y'all, I could really interview about their jobs. Like I said, I'm so protective over my YouTube, because a lot of people definitely come up to me about my YouTube, but at the same time I've tried to keep a mostly low profile, because certain things I just don't feel like dealing with this late in a game of this contract when I'm trying to make moves. So that's why I just try to keep it like a low profile for the most part. Next question. Somebody said on my 4SAM Houston AIT experience, I think it was my part 2 video, somebody said, what about the hair? Queen Ida Zen Recursor A603. She said, what about the hair? I guess you're asking like, how can you wear your hair? If I were you, just look up the new ALAREC or the new Army AR 670-1 grooming regulation that came out when I was in AIT. And basically our hair policy is extremely more lenient than it used to be. I assume if you're asking this, you're probably a black girl. So basically if you're a black girl, you can have more than one braid hairstyle, but I would be a little weary about what type of braid hairstyle you choose, because I'm still kind of like, they could say something about this if they being picky, but maybe not. But overall, I just say look up their regulation, look at the new ALAREC and the changes that happen to the hair. Next question. On my 68 X-ray interview, 68 Juliet, another comment. Somebody named Greatness XX4602 said, I go to MEPS next week and I'll be picking my job then. I was looking into 68 Juliet. Now I'm sold on it. Thanks a lot for this video. I'll be letting my recruiter know this is what I want. Congratulations. Thank you. I give it to Evans because he is the reason y'all got this information. I mean, I'm gonna give it to me and, you know, it has extra questions, but I'm happy that, you know, y'all got a lot of insight based off of his video, and I just hope that it did work out for you, because I know these comments are starting to get a little bit older. Next question. Somebody commented this on my enlisted versus officer video. Okay, Carl Gorman with 4 eyes 486, and I think you follow me on Snapchat. I be seeing that name a lot. Hey. You asked me, now that you are enlisted, how long of a process would it take to commission over as an officer? I am on the fence about doing OCS or just enlisting first and trying to commission later. So let me just say, I think it is a year at your duty location before you can do a commissioning program, and I think it is a year, but don't quote me exactly on that. But as soon as you meet those requirements of whatever commissioning program that you're trying to go through, that's how long it takes. So if you are going to Green and Gold, they might say, hey, you need to have been I think Green and Gold is a year at your duty station, but another one might say you need to be, yeah, it just depends. To be honest, I mean, I'm gonna go find an exact answer and I'm gonna get it for you. But if I were you, I would do it. I would try to do it first. The reason why I say that now is because all you can do is apply and either get told yes or no. Don't put it in your recruiter's hand to tell you what your career could look like, should look like. They're telling you, oh, go enlist first. Oh, you got plenty of time. You know, go be an NCO first before you go officer. No, it's about what you want to do. Don't listen to what they're telling you you should do. But I say now that I can clearly look at those things, I say get told no first. Get told yes first. And if you get told yes, now you can be like, oh shoot, I got told yes. Am I excited to do this? Or am I still like, nah, I still want to go enlist it first? You know, and that's what you go out. But at least try to do the OCS path, because you shouldn't be in a rush if you're a civilian, because you got a little more power, because, you know, you're not on a contract. Somebody made a comment on here. Let's see what they said. Okay, so somebody said, same here. Ever figure it out? And the next person said, it's harder to go OCS once you're in. Yes, because now you got regular everyday career progression going on, because you're going to still have your everyday stuff you got to take care of with your current rank. You're going to be doing all these things that help you to be in compliance as a soldier and with your MOS. Time is going to lose you, basically. Like, unless you are really on your P's and Q's and you stay focused on a goal, which is to ultimately go officer, then enlisted is just a longer path. That's not what you really want to do. Next question. My long distance relationship will work. Y'all didn't give me no love on that video like that, and it was such a good video, especially for military people. Oh my god. Anyway, Faith N 3142, and I think I talked to Faith N a lot on here. Hey Faith. She said, love of my life. Oh, I don't know, I might not. Well, Faith, I hope you're not being sneaky by commenting this stuff. I don't want to get you in trouble. But she said, love of my life is now going to be across the country, both active duty orders. She didn't say nothing else, but I guess she's just like, girl, I feel you. Like, so they're both active duty. He's going overseas, and I guess she was just trying to figure out my thoughts about long distance relationships working. So that's all on that. So it wasn't bad. I'm sorry. I don't know what I thought I was about to read. The next question is what to expect when arriving to your first duty station. And that's the video I put out. And somebody said going to Fort Hood as a 68 X-ray for my first duty station. Pray for me, please. I mean, it's gonna probably be annoying, but it shouldn't be that bad. If you have a strong mind, it's not gonna be that bad. You're gonna be annoyed and irritated mostly, but not because you can't handle it. More so because you're having to adjust and get used to the motions. Next question. On my life as an active duty single soldier video. I like seeing the common thread of the videos that y'all like, because it really lets me know, like, just for future references, what y'all really enjoy. So somebody said, I have 5 months left in the inactive reserves and my 8-year Army obligation. Should I re-enlist? So I think somebody also was confused on this question. Somebody asked, have you ever been deployed? And he replied, no, I have never deployed, and I've been in the U.S. Army for 7 years and 11 months now. I have 6 days left of the inactive reserve of my 8-year term. I started active duty though, but I trained in the field probably 10 times. Okay, I get a little slow on stuff like that. But I'm confused because, are you saying, because in my knowledge, inactive reserve is the portion that you do as a civilian, because you're still technically fulfilling a contract. Like, you're not being called unless they were to what's it called, where they recall you. I can't think of the official term. But so if you're almost done with that, are you just wanting to come back in because you thought about it? Like, you like, oh well, you know, I'm technically still in, I'm not all the way out, and maybe civilian life wasn't really working out like that. I say if you're thinking like that, maybe so. Just think about reserve option or active duty, you know, whatever would be easiest to transition into. Another one on my 6-8 X-ray interview, 6-8 Juliet video, somebody said, what's the ASVAB score for, I guess, 6-8 Juliet? I'll post it right here on the screen, what you need for this MLS, but I just can't say it while answering the questions. Next question. Somebody said on my ASVAB video, do you prefer studying for the ASVAB? I don't get the question because I think it's a typo. I think they're saying, what do you prefer for studying for the ASVAB, or do you prefer studying for the ASVAB? I can't really tell you what they're saying, but I'm gonna just say that video I gave a lot. And so if you know this is your question, just come back and like edit it so I can answer this question. Okay, so that's all of my YouTube comments that I needed to answer. Let's move on to my DM. So somebody said, good evening, my name is Stephanie, and I have been watching your YouTube channel about being a 6-8 X-ray in the Army. I also graduated with a bachelor's in psychology, and I have been interested in enlisting in the Army as well. I know you have made a couple of videos on your experience and journey, but is there any advice you can give with coming in as an E4 and the expectations that your specific MLS has for you? I hope you're having an amazing day. Hope to hear from you soon. Yes. And I responded to her asking could I answer this question in the video. Okay, so this is a heavy question, Steph. I'm gonna try to break it down. It is good that you're also on the psychology path. Based off of your the way you asked the question, I'm assuming you already made the decision to come in and list it. Like, it's already done, like you already probably on the way in. But if you're not, I would say, like I told the last guy, you need to try to go a path that will let you specialize in psychology. For us, that's the AMED program. That way you can direct commission in as a captain once the Army pays for you to go get your doctorate for free. You are going to owe some time back, but you haven't been in yet, and that's the perfect place to be in, because you get to start anew in the Army without all the previous baggage that you would have like behind you and the things that annoy you about this side before you transition over. Let's just say, like me, I don't have that much time in, but I'll have, you know, if I were to transition, I would have 4 years of regular Army before officer time, you know, years of Army experience that might have annoyed me, might have not, and I'm basically going to already be in a certain perception and a mindset that may or may not help me starting up an entirely new path in the Army. So being that you're coming from the civilian world, you have nothing to base it off of but the Army paying for you to get your doctorate and paying you some good money and giving you probably a extremely high bonus because they really need psychologists. So if you have not committed, I definitely say you need to try. The worst you can hear is no, and if you get a no, that means it is probably meant for you to come in as an E4 and get this side of it. But advice I have about coming in as an E4, I'm gonna say coming in as an E4, having your bachelor's degree in psychology, working as a 6-8 X-ray, like I said in multiple videos, you're doing yourself a disservice, because before you even thought of the Army, you had a passion for psychology, and more than likely you want to be a psychologist. So the thing about us being that that's something we've always wanted to do, we're not choosing 68 X-ray because, oh, that sounds good, I always wanted to know about mental health. No, we literally chose to get into that when we were coming out of high school because we found that it piqued our interest, right? The thing about our field is that the Army has a place for us. So as a 68 X-ray, you're gonna work with psychologists, social workers, psychiatrists, all who have started on the same path as you, but you're going to be doing what they do but on the lowest level. Now it does depend on what type of person you are and what your interests are. You know, you might not want to jump straight into being a doctor or a therapist or a licensed clinical social worker. You know, you might not want to do it to that extent already, but I say why not, because I know you're going to have the mental capacity to do what your peers do at an entirely higher level because you went to school for this stuff, so it's not going to be foreign to you. It's going to come natural to you, and you need to take advantage of the Army having a place for you. So I say that if you still want to come in as an E4, even though you know that that is your overall goal, long-term goal is to be a psychologist, then you just need to probably like realize you're going to have to, not saying humble yourself, but you're going to have to really like woosah yourself a lot and realize like, I wanted this path first for a reason, and I'm gonna have to go through the motions regardless if it's not fun. You know, maybe you do like that you'll be able to network with them and see how they like their jobs and see what you think about the jobs if you're on the fence about psychology. But like I said, if you know for a fact you want the psychologist route, then you need to do the path that's going to get you there sooner. And like I said, I got a chance to become an NCO, which now that I'm going through the process and I'm starting to be able to look at things in hindsight, of course, everything makes sense. Everything makes you feel like, oh, you know, it was for a reason. I trusted the process. Now I can take this experience and take it with me. But like I said, that might not be your path. This just might be the specific path that God has for me, you know, if you believe in God. But I'm just saying, like, you are already at a stage where you can make another decision because you're hearing about it through me. I didn't have anybody talking like this when I was trying to join. So that's why I'm like, look, you need to take advantage of your degree in the best way. And that's because it's already a lane for you. This is a lane, but a lot of people in our MOS don't even want this MOS, girl, if I could tell you. Like, they literally had no problems getting a 68 X-ray and they just in the MOS for fun. Whereas we really take this MOS to heart. We really want to do what we do because we have a deeper passion for it. And you're going to be working around people that might not see it the same way as you. And you don't want them to water you down. Expectations that our specific MOS has. We have our competencies that we have to be up to date on, which is basically everything you'll learn in AIT. So like conducting an intake, triaging, vital signs, writing notes, you know, all of those things. Those are your expectations. But it's really just our job description. Like, that's what you have to, that's our expectations on top of being a soldier. So I think that's it for your questions, Stephanie. If you feel like I addressed it and you have follow-up questions to the video, if you're watching it, then just send me a DM. But I think this question will apply to a lot of people. So if you're in the same boat as Stephanie, I'm only speaking to you if you already are on the path of psychology. That is what separates you from being a, you know, just wanting to be a 68 X-ray and a 68 X-ray coming in with already a bachelor's degree in psychology. And you're killing two birds in one stone. You're becoming an officer and you're specializing in a medical specialty, which is psychology or psychiatry or social work. But you know, social workers are not doctors. Somebody said on the next one, oh, same girl, Soy Ingrid. She said, I just finished your Air Force video, so I guess she wants to go Air Force. She said, I'm considering joining Air Force as guard or full-time. I have a master's degree in public administration, but all the officer recruiters in my state say they don't need my degree as an officer. They're definitely going to tell you that. They told me that too. They told me, girl, you have a psychology degree. They told me I wasn't worth nothing with a psychology degree, which now that I know, that's probably not true because I'm pretty sure the Air Force needs psychologists as well. I don't know about public administration and what lane they might be in the Army. I'm pretty sure it is a occupational specialty for that on the officer side in the Army, but I can't tell you for the Air Force. But like I said, I don't know about Air Force guard. I can tell you that a lot of people place the Air Force on a pedestal, and that's just because, you know, the Air Force has a reputation for being a little more easier on their airmen. You know, they're not as physically demanding. They live a better lifestyle than Army. That's just what the rumors say. I still can't tell you to this day if that's true or not, because, you know, with time in the military, even in the Army, lifestyle will update, lifestyle will change, and it also depends on if you're married, have family, because you can get to that lifestyle sooner than, let's just say, if you're like me and you're a single soldier. Do you think it's still worth joining at age 29? I can't say worth joining. I can say that, can you still join at this age, and is it too late at this age? No, it's not too late, and yes, you can join at this age, because plenty of people join way after this age. Of course, I think above 35 you have to get a waiver, but I was in basic with a 40-year-old. You know, he was prior service, but they still let him come back in, so it's definitely not too late. Your ultimate goal is law school. Look at the legal system for, well, the Uniform Code of Military Justice is the law system for the military. I'm pretty sure it's probably considered that for the Air Force too, but a JAG is basically like our judge. So if that's what you want to do, then I'll look into, like I said, I'm a little sick, y'all, so I am stuffy. I'm stuffy. So I'm talking fast, and I'm having a lot of brain farts right now, and I'm sorry. So a couple more DMs. Somebody said they need advice for a military member married to civilian, new prior to joining. I was about to go through that, being married to a civilian. I was all for it. Like I said, as long as you have a civilian spouse that is understanding of the lifestyle, I think it's much better if it's traditional, which is if you're the male and you're in, and it's the woman as a dependent and the spouse, because naturally, you know, the man is kind of in the lead. So the woman, you know, you tell her, hey babe, we gotta go here, we gotta go there, you know, she's like, okay baby, I trust you, I know what you're doing for this family. She's gonna follow you around. It's a tad bit different with me as a service member, with the perks and the moving around, and the civilian is a guy and he's the stable one, because now he has to adjust to me, whereas that's not traditional. You know, so I just say it could work. I think it could work even better as a male service member with a wife, because that's the normal setup. But it's not on both sides, and I think that it works. You know, as long as they are understanding of what's gonna come with it. Somebody asked, "How are you? Are you okay? Where did you go off to?" And yes, I'm okay. Like, I'm pretty much okay. Like, I'm overall stressed because I have a lot going on. Like I said, I'm focused on so many things at once. That's just me. But that's because I'm in transition mode, and I'm literally, what they say, I'm in my masculine energy right now. Like, I'm really trying to take care of so much because I'm just taking initiative right now, and I'm being proactive to have some stuff set up later on. So basically, that's what's going on right now. Like, I'm trying to make sure I'm good regardless. I'm not a person that I could just wait on something to fall in my lap. I gotta go and take it. So I'm good. I just got a lot going on. Like I said, I'm in school. I'm recently promoted to an NCO, and I'm also working on another thing. So yeah, I'm good. That's why I'm making this video, so y'all can know I'm good. I'm a little busy. Now, my friend asked me, are you comfortable with your rate of growth? And I know he asking me this because he likes to really make me think deeply. But he's saying, are you comfortable with your rate of growth? You know, we always have to get better at affirming ourselves. And, you know, I notice a lot more growth as time goes by. Like right now, when I look back and I'm looking at all these videos, like comments on these videos that I've done over a year ago, I'm like, oh my God, I did all that. And I see somebody said the other day, they're like, you got 47 videos on your YouTube. They say normally when people say they have a YouTube channel, they have like 1 to 2 videos. You have 47. And I remember it was when I was first getting into YouTube that I literally was seeing like advice saying you need to get to 50, you need to get to 100. That's your goal. Just uploading videos. The content, that stuff really don't matter. You just need to get used to uploading, and before you know it, you're gonna get to those hit goals of those video amounts, and you're gonna see that your subscribers have risen with it. And that's exactly what has happened. So even looking back right now, I'm like, it's no way I uploaded 47 videos. That's a lot. So I think, you know, always as I look back and as I I, you know, become introspective, I definitely think that I've grown so much. Even my perspective with the Army content, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to do some update on some of the topics I'm gonna talk about, y'all, because it's not the same. It's true, like, you really, your perspective and your state of mind changes depending on what's going on with you and just the situation at the time. So I definitely think that I owe y'all some updates on some of the topics from my past videos. So leave that in the comment section if you want to hear some updates on certain videos. Last question, y'all. Do you consider the opinions of family in your career decisions? Heavy question, love. But I can just say, based off right now, just my situation, I can't depend on their opinions because it's a lot of things they still don't understand or even want to understand about my interests and the way I'm going, like the way I choose to go about things, because it doesn't make sense right now. It's not supposed to make sense right now, but it will make sense. You know, this is the part where you can't really tell people, like, just trust me, it's gonna work out, because they ain't gonna see it until it's already close to the end goal where you like, see, I told you, this is all a part of the process, but you weren't listening. So it's really just a thing of, like, they're gonna just throw out random stuff right now because they don't see the vision. I see the vision because I'm the one living it. I see it. I get the, I guess, the prophecies. I see what I'm able to do, what I could do. That stuff is put in me, not anybody else. So with that being said, I just need to know and affirm myself and believe that I know I see the vision, and I just got to go about it the best way I can, and in due time it's gonna make sense and people gonna see what I've been up to, because they might not be able to see it through the motions. It look cloudy because it's cloudy for me at times, but other people can't see what is intended for your life. They can't. They gotta focus on their life, you know. So yes, y'all. Yes, so that was the end of the questions. So if y'all like this video, if y'all like me just answering questions in this style, then continue to ask me questions. Like, continue to comment, continue to find my social media, ask me questions in there. If it's certain questions that I touched on that you think I should dive deeper in, make a separate video on, just let me know. I will make time if I see that people are truly looking for me and I don't want to let you down. But if I feel like you know, it's kind of slow, I don't really see the need to, I think I will, you know, kind of feel like I can place it on a lower priority list, but I don't want to. Like, I really do like this. Like, yeah, I haven't recorded a video in months, and this feels so natural right now to me. So y'all definitely send your love my way. Like the video, make sure you subscribe, send my channel to people you think might be interested in my topics. If you are interested in my new life as an NCO and what's going on with that, you know, I'm gonna talk about everything I can within my left and right limits and within my needing to keep a low profile and not caring to ruffle no feathers at this point in time, you know. So I'm gonna give y'all the game. I'm gonna be genuine as much as I can, but you know, it's still certain things I gotta kind of, like, I really can't speak on camera no more. So yeah, y'all, so that is it for the video. Once again, my name is Kiona P. Follow me on my Instagram, Kiona P_, and on my Snapchat, just Kiona P. And yeah, y'all, I will get to y'all in the next video.